welcome to 3 Minutes with Rena. I'm so glad this week to be coming into your home and hopefully encouraging you this week. I was just thinking about the last time I actually traveled to Guyana on a missions trip. And it was for their annual women's convention. And you actually, that viewed a week or so ago, got to meet the pastor's wife, Nisha Gajadarsing. And anyway, I just remember my husband was out of town, and he just always takes care of the details in my life. I'm just not a detail person, okay? But anyway, he's always there to help me. If I'm going somewhere, you know, he always makes sure I get there. But this particular trip, he was not able to be there with me to make sure I got to the airport, had my passport and everything with me. And I just remember the night before I left, I just felt like, you know, I was alone. And of course, you know, one of my sons took me to the airport the next day, but, you know, I just didn't feel like it was the same as having my husband. And Leo's just taken care of me since I was 20 years old. You know, he's just always seen to the details of my life. But, you know, I just had to take that step. As much as I was nervous, you know, I just had to keep surrendering that fear. And so I got on the plane and, you know, of course, safely got to Trinidad, and then the next day ended up going with a team of women where I found out I wasn't alone. I wasn't going to have to travel there by myself. And it ended up being a wonderful trip. And to top it off, when I was in the airport on my way home, it was like 5:30 in the morning in Guyana, and they had these big screen TVs all along the wall of this airport gate, and you know, they were showing different pictures of nature, iguanas and, you know, all kinds of different bugs and lizards and all of that. And all of a sudden I heard this music playing, and it was the song Jesus Be the Center of It All. And I thought, gee, that sounds like Israel Houghton, who is one of our worship leaders. And I looked up at the TV screen and I went, wow, that looks like Lakewood Church. Oh my goodness. And all of a sudden the camera zoomed in on me. It was my weekend they had filmed where I was singing. And I'm telling you, it was like, here I am, you know, fixing to leave this foreign country by myself, traveling home. And I look up and there I am on nationwide television. At that moment, it was as if God was saying, I am in the center of it all. I just had to take that step. I just had to be obedient to him to get on that plane and go where he called me to go. And when it was time to go home, it was like he was saying, you see, I was with you the whole time because you have made me the center of it all. Is it easy? No, especially when we're afraid. But you know what? You got to get on the plane. You have to just surrender it. Sometimes it's a moment by moment surrender. But in the end, when you look back, you say, oh my goodness, Jesus, you were in the center of it. I grew. I'm not the same person as I was. And I'm so glad that you promised to be with me, to never leave me nor forsake me. So I just encourage you this week, get on the plane. Because he wants to take you where only he can take you. And yes, it's a life of surrender, emotionally, spiritually, physically, in every way. But you know what? In the end, it produces the peaceable fruit of righteousness. And not only that, others' lives will be changed by watching yours. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and give you his peace. Have a great week.